welcome to 21 Stevens Hill. Looking at the roof, it looks like it's probably going to need to be replaced in the next year or so, just as an FYI. Quick panoramic view of the neighborhood. You are almost at the cul-de-sac. It is not a through street, so you will not have any through traffic. And just FYI, the parkway is just on the other side of those trees, so you are like walking distance to the parkway. Next door property, street view. Let's head inside. Okay, here we go on the inside. Little concrete stoop. Just a quick view from your front patio. Okay, so we're walking in. Looks like they put some laminate flooring down. Right off the bat, I can tell you that I'm not feeling much in the way of deflecting floors. The floors actually feel pretty level. This is the main living / dining area. It's a pretty large room. Little coat rack behind the door. There is a closet here. That is your hot water heater, which looks to be relatively new. That's great to see. And I believe that's your flue vent for your furnace. I'm going to go to the right to begin with. So this is going into the kitchen. And basic kitchen. You do have windows in the kitchen, so that does bring some brightness to it. Laundry is located in the kitchen. Maybe that's a good or a bad thing. There's the refrigerator. Now, I will say they've used this really funky, like plaster finish. I'm not thrilled about that, but that's a cosmetic thing. Cabinets are original. They have put in a new sink and a new spigot. This is a detachable dishwasher, so it's not something that's permanently affixed. And then here is the door out to the backyard. Here's the basement. We'll go explore that in just a little bit. Just to take you out here briefly, there's the driveway. Neighboring property. And then your backyard. You do have a utility shed. There's your central AC. Some above ground gardens. Picnic table in the back. It is fenced in, so if you have dogs, that works. This appears to be drainage from your downspouts off of your gutters. That probably needs to be reworked, but that's not a huge issue. Okay. Going back into the house. Walking back through the main living area. So upstairs you have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. This is bedroom number 1. They have replaced the carpet. Schwanky little light fixture there. You can see what this house was originally constructed with, so there was paneling. At some point somebody's gone in and put drywall. And here is the full bath. Fiberglass tub shower insert. It looks good. There's me in the mirror. Hello. They put in a new vanity. Floors have vinyl that looks to be in good shape. Nothing that makes me have a red flag. Here is, I guess, what would be considered the master bedroom. Again, there's your closet. Windows look like they've been replaced, so they are double pane and they are insulated. You have ceiling fans. And then there's a half bath off of this bedroom again, in decent shape. And there's nothing really to see other than the potty and the vanity. Oh, and I guess there is a little window into the backyard. Okay, let's go check out the basement. Now the basement's a little more concerning. Not hugely though, given the price point for this house, and again, that'll have to be something you all decide. They, much like you see up here with this crazy plaster finish, did the same finishing downstairs on the wall. That makes it hard to see what's happening behind the wall. So here we go. Lots of open space here. That's your electrical panel. I think it's 110. It might need to be updated to 220. Ceiling heights are your standard. It looks like there has been moisture down in the basement. There is a dehumidifier running. That's pretty common and typical in basements, at least in Western North Carolina. I would pull all this carpet up. That'll give you a much better idea of what's happening from a moisture perspective. And I may even pull down all that yucky wall. You don't have to do that, but I might do that. Some things I wanted to show you. This is a utility closet. There is a sump pump. Again, not something that's uncommon. They have obviously had water in the basement before, so this is what happens in the event that you get excessive water. The water goes into the sump pump. It is then pumped out and put out in the yard. That's a good thing, helps with water. You can also see where they've put in a water all-dry system. What this does is it takes the water and channels it away from the basement. That gray right there, this is where we've had a little bit of stair step cracking in the foundation. Nothing to be hugely concerned of, and usually what's recommended is that you caulk it, which is what they've done, and you may have to caulk it every year. But that looks okay. So nothing out of the ordinary, and I'm glad to see that they've taken the efforts necessary to deal with water in the basement. Again, there's your loud dehumidifier. A little storage off of here. Could be a little workroom. There's no lights, so I can't show you that. They have updated the plumbing, which is nice. So it's all PEX, which is what I want to see. That's your furnace right through there. And sorry, there's no light for me to show you. Okay, and now we're walking back through the basement. And it goes on longer. So again, some additional storage. There's no light, so I can't show it to you. Again, dehumidifier. So again, if it were me, I think I would just convert this back to a basement and then maybe redo it if I wanted to down the road. Wanted to show you as well, this house does have a radon mitigation system. Not sure if you guys are familiar with radon. Radon is an odorless, colorless gas, and it's the second leading cause of lung cancer in non-smoking adults. We have a lot of it in this area. It's based on the mineral content in the soil, and it's a gas that leaches through the soil. So this house has been tested. They've installed a radon mitigation system, and you can see how those levels are at opposite ends. That means that there is negative pressure, which means that it is venting properly and the radon is being removed from the air. So that's, again, another good thing to see. And that's kind of it. Not a lot more to show you. I think it's a good, solid house. You can tell another storage area, cedar lined closet. They've definitely taken care of the needed repairs. There's obviously some cosmetic things that you'll need to do, but I think it looks great. So let me know what you think. I also wanted to show you, it is an underground oil tank. That's not an ideal situation. What we know is that oil tanks eventually corrode and they leach oil into the soil, which contaminates the vegetation and things around it. It's not healthy. You know, depending on whether or not this is a cash transaction or if this is a mortgage, that may come up for a lender. So just wanted to have you be aware of that. I'll also check into the residential property disclosure to see if they've had this tested. At the very least, you're going to want to have this capped and filled, and you could then put an above ground oil tank in its place.